So we just let people in now. Kavi, Tanvi, Maitreya, please open the waiting room.
Yes, I'm just going live on different pages on Facebook.
Just inform everybody else on Facebook also that we are now at capacity on Zoom. So we can't take in more in Zoom, but we will take everybody else in on Facebook.
Yes.
So we are admitting all now.
Yeah, Tanvi, Mehta, I think there are 400 people in the waiting room. We'll have to message them once.
Can I request everybody to put their cameras off, please? All the participants, please put your cameras off. Can I request the team, all the team partner teams here to please go live on the pages on Facebook because we are at capacity on Zoom now.
The waiting room is emptying up.
Please put your cameras off, all participants. Please put all your cameras off. Thank you so much. So Kavi, while people are joining in on Facebook and getting inside, could you just start doing the online so we can start people getting online at least?
So should I start with the rules?
Yeah, no, the how to get online. Just start with them, and we have to repeat it also. Okay. Wait for 2 minutes more.
Yeah, let's
we started 5:05. We'll start that, right?
Okay, yeah, works. Let's give it 3 minutes while the partners are also going online so that everybody can do it. We're getting a lot of messages in the chat box about how the quiz will be played and how to join. We request you to be patient. We will go through all those slides and the instructions in detail. We're just giving 5 minutes for all the people to be able to come online on Zoom. Now, since we're on capacity on Zoom, we're also sharing this across the Facebook pages of our partners. So in case you have any friends who are not being able to join via Zoom, request you to please inform them to follow the quiz on our partners' Facebook pages.
Okay, we'll post it. Tanvi, that message you just made, can you just post it on to me also? I can post it on the WhatsApp chat groups.
Nick, do you want to start with the introduction, like just welcome everybody, and then I can take over the onboarding?
Yes, just give me a second. We good to go, Kavi? Hi, everyone. Good evening, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you for the tremendous response we've had. We are already at capacity on Zoom. So people who can't join on Zoom, please do join in on Facebook. We have capacity on Facebook too. The quiz will be live on Facebook and on Zoom at the same time. Based on the huge response and enthusiasm and feedback we got on the last nature quiz that was held in July this year, where we had 1,000 participants and 50 prize winners, we bring to you today another one in the series. Today's quiz is co-hosted by the BNHS. We had hoped to bring this quiz to you on the 12th of November on Salim Ali's birthday, but we could not get our act together on time. So here we are today presenting you the Salim Ali Nature Quiz. Best of luck to all of you for the quiz, and let's get on with the quiz now.
Great. Thank you everyone for joining us today. The quiz, if most of you have played the quiz in July, this format remains more or less the same. But for the benefit of all the people who are playing it for the first time, I'll quickly go over the instructions and you can see how we play. So this quiz is going to be played on a website called ahaslides.com. All the questions will be asked on AHA Slides and all the answers need to be given using ahaslides.com. So in order to start joining the quiz, we request all of you to take out your mobile phones or use an iPad or any other second device that you have. Could be a laptop, a tablet, any electronic device with an internet connection. And on it, just open your browser and go to this website, ahaslides.com/Salim Ali. ahaslides.com/Salim Ali. Once you do that, you should be able to view this exact screen on your device. And if you can see on the bottom right, we can see the number of people joining. So we have a capacity of 1,000 people. So we still have about 750 to about 800 spaces for participants to join. So request all of you, whether you're on Zoom or on Facebook, just take out your phones or your laptops and just go to this website, ahaslides.com/Salim Ali.
If anybody has any problems, please refer your questions to Kavi, who will sort them out as soon as possible.
Yes, you can just type your questions or any issues that you're facing on the chat box and we'll try to resolve them because this is a really important step. Without this, you will not be able to participate in the quiz. Just to confirm this, all questions will be asked on AHA Slides and all answers will only be accepted through AHA Slides. So if you're giving answers on the Zoom chat box or on Facebook comments, that is not going to be counted. You have to play using ahaslides.com only. We are getting a few questions about people not being able to enter their names. That step will come at a later stage. I will let you know when to enter your name. As of now, if you're able to join ahaslides.com and are able to view this screen, means you are in. When we proceed further, right before we ask the first question, that's when you're going to be asked to enter your name. a lot of questions on Facebook also coming about entering the name. So I repeat, the step for entering the name is going to come at a later stage. If you're able to view this very screen on your mobile device, means you are logged in. Nothing to worry about.
How's everybody doing?
600 so far have logged in. And
if people are having problems, just send a mail to Kavi or Nick and they'll sort it out for you. At some point, we have to start the game. So in another 5 minutes, let's all settle down.
I would request the volunteers who are also from our partner side to just look at any questions or try to resolve any questions or issues that people are having on Facebook and just let them know how to join the game. There's a question about, do you need auto rotate on your mobile phones? Not necessarily. It's entirely up to you whether if it's more convenient for you, you can have it, but it's not necessary. In terms of duration that's being asked, so this is going to be about 1.5 hours.
And for people just tell them again how to join, because same questions are coming in, same questions.
Yes. So I'll repeat once again. It's very simple to join the game. All you need to do is use a mobile phone device or an iPad or any other electronic device with a mobile with an internet connection, and just go to the browser and put in this address: ahaslides.com/Salim Ali, ahaslides.com/Salim Ali. Alternatively, you can also go only to ahaslides.com, and on the top there's a box that says, "Are you a participant?" Over there, if you click, you just need to put the code Salim Ali and click on join. Both the steps will lead you to the same space where you will be able to view this exact screen on your mobile phone device. It is not going to ask you for your name right now. It will ask you for your name at a later stage. If you can view this very screen, means you are logged in and you are ready to go.
Nikhil, we've got another 5 minutes because people are logged in and ready to go. So another couple of minutes and then let's proceed.
Yes, we'll do that.
Thank you.
Kavi, can you go on auto repeat?
I repeat again.
Yes, once, please.
Okay. For the benefit of people who've joined us a little late, in order to play the quiz, you need to play through ahaslides.com. Request you to please use your mobile phone or any other electronic device with an internet connection and go to the website ahaslides.com/Salim Ali, ahaslides.com/Salim Ali. You will be able to view this very screen. Once you're able to view that on your device, means you are logged into the quiz. It is not going to ask you for your name or your details right now. That will come at a later stage.
Kavi, there are questions about people saying they want to do it on the same laptop. Tell them that also.
You can do it on the same laptop. The only challenge may be that you won't be able to follow the Zoom call at the same time, wherein Bikram will be reading the question and giving some trivia about the answers. So like in case you want to play on the same device, feel free to, but we feel that it would be a more enhanced experience if you use another mobile device for it.
But they can have two windows open?
Yes, they can.
Is the president of BNHS logged in, Bittu and Chris Bowden?
Yes, logged in.
Just give us another minute and we are on our way.
Okay, so it's 5:15. We should be starting now.
Yes.
Okay. I can maybe go over the rules then. Just give me a second.
Kavi, please start.
Yes, Vikram. I'm just going over the rules now.
Yes, thank you.
So everybody, just to give you a context, this quiz has a total of 55 questions, which are divided into 8 rounds. The rounds cover various topics, for example, mammals, insects, flora, and we cover various topics. So they're divided into different rounds. Every question will be followed by 4 options. And out of those 4 options, there is only one correct answer. So when we start the quiz, the question is going to appear on your screen where you're logged in on AHA Slides. It's going to be followed by an image. And below the image are going to be 4 options. You need to select whichever option you feel is the correct answer. And below that, you scroll, there's going to be a submit button. This is very important. Till you do not click the submit button, your answer does not get recorded. So request you to make sure you select the option and then click on submit. Another caveat here is that the image that comes along with the question is only for representational purposes. So it is not necessarily a hint or the correct answer. So do not rely only on the image, but read through the question and the options as well. The second point is that for each question, you will get a maximum of 20 seconds to answer. If you do not answer the question within those 20 seconds, you will get 0 points for that question. Now, how the point system works is every question has a maximum of 100 points associated with it. And you can earn these points only by giving the correct answer. If you answer incorrectly, you get 0 points. The other important factor here is that faster answers will get more points. So if you answer, for example, let's say hypothetically you answer a question in 1 second, you'll get 100 points. But if you answer that question in, let's say, 15 seconds, you might only get 25 points. So the way to get the maximum points in this quiz is to answer the most questions correctly and to answer them the quickest. At the end of the quiz, the participant who has the highest number of points will be declared the winner. And this point system is calculated entirely by AHA Slides. And that is why all the answers will only be accepted if they are submitted on AHA Slides.
The fastest questions will get the most points. So fastest fingers first. Just keep that in mind. You might have 20 seconds to answer your question, but the sooner you do it, you score more than the others.
Exactly.
Sorry.
If you have any questions at this point, you can maybe just write them in the chat box quickly and we'll let you know. But this is going to be the rules. These are pretty much in line with what we had last time in July. Also, another point here is that after every question is over and we reveal the answer, we are also going to be showing the leaderboard, which is going to show who's moved up the ladder or who's fallen down the ladder while playing the quiz. So throughout the duration of the quiz, you're going to know who's placed where. On your phones, you will also be able to see your exact ranking. For example, your phone will say you are ranked 5 out of 800 participants. For the last round, which is our final round, we will not be showing the leaderboard. And the other thing is that for that last round, every question will be worth 150 points and not just 100. So that last round will give you the opportunity to really make up in the quiz and try to win it as much as possible. There will be no negative marks for a wrong answer. So please answer every question. And I'm getting a question, how many questions there are? There are going to be 55 questions split across 8 rounds.
There are lots and lots of prizes. There are over 50 prizes. So all of you have a very good chance. But as you know, the first prize is a spotting scope, which is by far one of the most wonderful prizes we have had. And so here's the opportunity to win all the prizes or as many prizes. You're all entitled to one prize per head, but obviously try and go for the top one.
Kavi, also a fast recall on the first slide. Some people are still joining in. Just a fast one minute.
For people who just joined in, you can log into AHA Slides. Just look at this top banner, ahaslides.com/Salim Ali on your mobile phone or an iPad or any other electronic device. Once you go to this website, you will be able to view this very page. And once we start the quiz, that's where you're going to be asked the questions, and that's where you need to submit your answers. Nick, I think we've got 850 people. I think we should start.
Yes, we should go ahead. Let's go ahead. Next.
Okay, there's this one other slide we need to cover before this. This is just for the interest of everybody. After the quiz is over, you don't need to do anything right now. You play the quiz, enjoy the quiz. Once the quiz is over, we request you to go to the Delhi Bird Foundation website, which is delhibirdfoundation.org. You'll get this green box where we'll be asking your contact details. So you need to submit your name, your phone number, your address so that we can send your prizes to you. And even if you're not in the top 50, still send in your details because we've got 25 wildcard prizes that we will be sending to randomly selected participants. So after the quiz is over, you can do this. We'll repeat this later on and we can tell you the steps once again towards the end of the quiz. Okay, Bikram, I think we are ready to go.
Let's roll.
So
welcome everybody to this most brilliant of quizzes. This is the first Salim Ali nature quiz. We've had another quiz before that, which was hugely successful, as I'm sure this one will be. We will be going all over we will cover all aspects of natural history. It's just not birds or mammals alone. There are various aspects, and we will slowly go it on. I mean, you have the chat book. If you have problems, you can still message us and we'll come down to it. So I hope you have joined ahaslides.com/Salim Ali and we're ready to roll. Kavi, we are. So let's start with the first question.
Yeah. So Bikram, now I'm going to press the next button. That is when everybody on your phones are going to get an option to enter your name.
Okay.
So I request you to put your actual name and your full name and don't put any abbreviations or any nicknames so that it's easier for us to identify the winners. So now you'll get an option to join the quiz, enter your name and join. And once you do that, you'll be able to see your name pop up on this screen. So we'll have to wait here for about a minute, Bikram, because out of the 800 people on AHA Slides, about 400 have joined right now. So let's give it a minute for everybody to enter their names.
I can see lots of lovely names. Welcome all of you. Satya, Yalal, Rakshit. I'm just reading the names. Megha, Anirudh, welcome all of you. Tarun Menon, Som Sethi. I'm reading them at random. We have got 717 players who have joined so far, and the number is rising. We're up to 735, 37, 40, 42, 44. Good, keep it coming, and more the merrier. And of course, may the best person win. We're down now up to 761, 63, and we will keep at it. This is fabulous. We have got 771 members. Excellent participation. And as we go on, more and more people will join. We have just won the cricket match, so you have nothing to worry on the cricket front. You're 2-0 up, so you're all well on that front. We've got another couple of seconds before we begin.
Yeah.
We are almost very close to 80 people.
Okay, I think it's 5:25, Bikram. We've got 780 players. We can start.
I think so.
Okay, first question coming up then. On your mobile phone screens, everybody. Here goes. Bikram?
Yeah.
The first question is up.
Indian mammal is locally known as chanku in the local language? Which Indian mammal is locally known as the chanku? There are 9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Is it the dhole? Is it the Indian wolf? Time is up. 185 of you got the Indian wolf, which is not bad. 112 got the dhole, 104. So you're all doing very well. Which Indian mammal is locally known as the chanku? The answer. What is the answer? You have all got the answer. The Tibetan wolf is known as the chanku in Ladakhi. I hope most of you, a lot of you got that right. So it's the Tibetan wolf. It's another species of wolf found in the Ladakh region. Harshita Parekh got it first. Rohit Chakravarti, from where did he turn up? He got it second. He also got it first. So they both answered about at the right time. Jyoti Rajput, Usha, Ashima, we're all there. Well done. You're very close to each other. Usha, Ashima, if you had answered a little quicker, you would have been on the first one as well. Next, please. Which globally threatened pheasant of the Western Himalayas is locally called the Jujurana, meaning king of birds? Just remember, globally threatened pheasant of the Western Himalayas. 9 seconds left, 7. The time is up. Is it the Temix? Is it the Koklas? Is it the Western Tragopan? Tell me. 152 people say it's the Koklas, but most people say it's the Western Tragopan, which is the correct answer. Well done. Here is an old photograph of the Western Tragopan. It looks something similar. Most of the Tragopans look similar, but it is the Western Tragopan. Well, Harshita leading again. Rohit, close second. Only 1 point. Rana Das has come up. Prashant Chauhan, Sapna. All very, very good. Everybody's next to each other, but the first and second are only a point apart.
Next, Bikram.
Next, please. This is the third of 55. Which rare duck is also called the Deo Hans or the spirit duck in Assamese? Which rare duck is also called Deo Hans in Assamese? Is it the falcated? Is it the white-winged? Is it the long-tailed? The time's up. It's the white-winged. A lot of you got it right. Well done. It's one of the rarest ducks in the world. Less than 400 are left to survive. If you're lucky enough, Nameri in Assam is a good place to see them, but very, very rare and very, very threatened. The white-winged duck, Deo Hans. Next, please. Leaderboard. Rohit Chakravarti goes on to the lead by a point. Harshita following very closely behind. Just a tad behind is Rana Das. Durgesh Singh has come up and Garima Bhatia has come in on the top 5 as well. Keep it up, people. Let's see some new names. Next, please. Which endemic Indian primate's scientific name means monkeys of the deep forest in the language of the Mompa people of the Northeast? Which endemic Indian primate's scientific name means monkeys of the deep forest? Time's up.
Wow.
3:38. Say, is the Assam talk macaque, very few, rhesus macaque, equally few. So let's do well, and then we'll go on with it. This is, you can see the picture of the Arunachal macaque, Macaca munzala, which is the Latin name or the scientific name of this monkey. Well done. Let's look at the results. Rohit Chakravarti increases his lead. Rana takes a lead. Durgesh follows. Pritha comes up at 4. Harshita at 5. Garima at 6. But everybody is pretty close to each other. Rohit has taken a pretty good lead. Keep it up, Rohit. Pritha, Durgesh, Rana, very, very close. Harshita. Let's play. Next, please. The fastest answer gets the greatest number. Which endemic wild goat is locally known as Variadu, which means goat of the rocky outcrop? This is the literal translation. 11 seconds, 10 seconds remaining. Which endemic goat is locally known as the Variadu? Two 35 people say the Himalayan tar, but is it? Is the Nilgiri tar? Well done to all those people who got the questions right. Is the Nilgiri tar, which is a bird, which is an animal mammal which is endemic to South India. You can see the saddleback in this particular picture. Leaderboard results, please. Rohit increases his lead. Durgesh is 382. Pritha now moves to 3rd. Harshita to 4th. Garima to 5th. Excellent stuff. Keep going on. And I think, you know, the first prize, all of you know, is a spotting scope. Keep it up. You're all doing very well. Durgesh and Pritha, try and close the gap between Rohit and you. Best of luck. Let's move on. Question number 6 of 55. Which Indian bird is locally known as the Danphe, D-A-N-P-H-E, in Nepal? Is it the bar-headed goose? Is it the crimson sunbird? Is it the Himalayan monal? Is it the cup wing? Danphe. As predicted by the answers, the correct answer is Himalayan monal, which is also known as Danphe, or the bird of 9 colors. A beautiful, beautiful bird. And we shall, you've seen the picture of it, and many of you must have seen it in the wild. It's the most spectacular bird. The Himalayan monal. Well done to those who got it right. Leadership board now. Rohit, maintaining his lead. Harshita has moved up. Ashra has moved up. Garima is there at 4. Udain is at 5. A lot of people have just moved a little down, but this is just the start of it. Pritha is at number 6. Well done, but the gap is quite large between the 6th and the 1st. Rohit, well done. Come on, the others, buck up. You're almost there. Very, very close to each other. Next question, please.
So now we move on to the second round, which is on birds.
So Kavi, also tell them on the right side when you see the scoreboard, the fastest finger.
The question is starting. Let's do it after this one.
The only family of birds in India where individuals hold food in one foot and eat of the same way humans do, like humans eat a sandwich, for instance. Which family of birds? Is it the cranes? Is it the parrots? Is it the cuckoos? The answers have come in, and as predicted, it's the Citidae, which is the parrot or the parakeet. Here's a lovely painting of Lord Derby's parakeet, and it is indeed the parrot family which holds the food in one foot and eats of the other. Well done. Leaderboard. Rohit maintaining his lead, but now down to 40. Harshita up. Ashra up. Udayaman Shukla has just come up. And Adesh has made it to the top 5. Garima is in the top 6. Where is Pritha? Where is everybody else over there? This was a very, very easy question. And we expect you, all of you, to know this. This is wonderful stuff, but we need other people to come up, like we have new people like Adesh and Udayaman in this game. Next one, please.
Yeah. Nick, were you saying something about the leaderboard?
Just slide it down so others can see the other scores also. And also on the right side, when you see the score, like you see plus 60 for Rohit and plus 82 for Adesh, it just shows others how fast their fingers were when they answered the question. Just scroll up once in a while. Yeah.
Well, in the 10, we have got Prashant, we've got Akshay, we've got Vinita. Durgesh has come down. Manav is there. And Dhananjay Singh is there. And so are others. Pritha has now gone to 21, which is not good. She came second the last time. We expect you to do very well, Pritha. Keep at it. And it's lovely to see new faces, new names to come in. Next, please. Which Indian bird makes the largest nest? Which Indian bird makes the largest nest? Makes the biggest ghosla of all times? Simple question. All of you knew it, and once you know the answer, if you haven't got it right, you'll say, oh God, I didn't. Is it the Saras? Is it the Nicobar megapod? Is it the flamingo? It is indeed the Nicobar megapod, which is a nest, this small bird, like a murgi size, makes with huge, which it controls the temperature by removing or adding leaves. And that's how it controls the temperature. And though it's a small bird found only in the Nicobar Islands, is one of the most sought after. And one of the problems is that it is being poached for meat. So highly endangered, but it is indeed the Nicobar megapod. Rohit maintaining his lead, but just only 18 points. Harshita is doing well. Adesh has moved up to 3. Sweedle, it's nice to see you come up. Garima at 4. So still a lot of scope, and the gap is reducing between Rohit and the next person. A lot of familiar faces missing in this, and well, keep it up. And after a few more questions, we look at the larger picture of the people and their markings. Well done, Rohit. Keep it up. Which is the largest woodpecker in India? This is a really, 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 really easy answer. Is it the great slaty? Is it the bay? Is it the white-bellied? Is it the greater flameback? As expected, this is one of the places where a wrong answer has been given for the largest. 346 of you thought it was the white-bellied woodpecker. It's actually the great slaty woodpecker, which is a huge, huge, huge bird. So well done. Those of you tried, but most of you didn't get the right answer, which was the great slaty. Rohit increases his lead. Harshita very much following. Adesh doing very well with 3. Sweedle comes in at 4. Garima comes in at 5. And Akshi comes in at 6. But the gap between the first and the sixth is about 80 points. You must try and narrow that down. Well done. Which Indian bird can imitate or mimic the human voice? It can't speak the voice, but it can imitate or mimic. Is it the hill miner? Is it the bank miner? This is quite a close question, because a lot of you said, which was the right answer, was the hill miner. Is the hill miner that can imitate most of the questions, most of the voices. It can't speak, but it's an amazing bird because it can imitate. When you walk in, you can whistle, it'll answer your question. It doesn't mean that it's speaking your language. Is the hill miner, we have the southern hill miner, the northern hill miner, but generally we speaking together is the hill miner, which imitates the human voice the best of all. Let's see the prizes, the leaderboard. Rohit is still up there, 773. Harshita, number 2. Adesh, 3, 4, 5. Not much change has taken place, other than the fact that the gap between Rohit and Harshita is narrowing. Adesh is there. He still has a few points. Garima is number 5. All of you will get prizes on the top 10. Akshay Surendra 6, Vinita 7, Durgesh, who's gone down to 8, Udayman also down to 9, Vijay is 10. Listen, we are just at the early stages. You can all have time to make up, and I'm sure you will. This will see up and down. Towards the end, we'll stop numbering, and then you get 150 points each way. Everything will change. This is wonderful. Question 11. Which species of swan or hunts turned up at the Pong Dam in Himachal Pradesh in 2013 after a gap of 113 years, 113 years? A set of swans turned up at Pong Dam. Which one was it? Was it the mute? Was it the tundra? Was it the trump? Was it the whooper? Which species of swans was it? Not bad at all. Most of you got it right. It was indeed the whooper swan, which is one of the more famous of the swans, one of the most prettiest. All of them are pretty. The trouble is that the swans, which is so represented in Indian typography and Indian literature, is hardly seen. I mean, this one was seen after 113 years. But you go to a temple, you see the hunts, you go to the our mythology is full of hunts. Our iconography is full of hunts. What happened to all of them? It's something that needs to be thought about. One done. Very, very interesting. A change in fortunes. Rohit was leading all the time, is down to 3. Harshita's up to 1. Well done, Harshita. And Garima takes a jump and goes to 2. Akshay Surendra is at 4. Vinita and Adele are at 5 and 6. Here we have suddenly found that everything has changed. Rohit, come on. You're down by 50 points. Garima, well done. Question 12. Which of the following Indian stocks are scavengers? Which of the following Indian stocks is a scavenger? This is the blackneck, the greater adjutant, the Asian spoonbill. 5 seconds remaining. It is indeed the greater adjutant stock, Hargila, as it is called in Assamese and in Bengal. Now very, very difficult to get west of Guwahati. Half the world's population is in the garbage dump in Guwahati. It is indeed the adjutant stock, the greater adjutant stock, which has a big sort of gullet. This is an old painting from Lady Elijah Empey's collection. It is indeed the greater adjutant stock, which is a cousin of the Marabou stock of Africa. Harshita, more or less leading, I mean, the same thing. Garima's 2, Harshita's 1, Rohit back, I mean, at 3. I don't see Adesh, which is not very good. I see Vinita and Akshay. Adesh is at 7. Come on, Adesh. Vijay Ramnath, this is an easy question. You should have all got it. Well done. Well done, Harshita. Keep it up. Question 13 of 55. According to the legend, after seeing which grieving bird did Valmiki get inspired to pen or write his version of the Ramayana? Valmiki's version of the Ramayana. Is it the Siberian crane? Is it the demoiselle crane? Is it the common crane? Or is it the Saras crane? It is indeed the Saras crane. Another old painting, the Saras crane, tallest flying bird in India, beautiful, again threatened. You see a lot of it in UP, and certainly the tallest flying bird in India. Beautiful. If you haven't seen it, go out and see it. It's the Saras crane. Now let's have a look at the prizes. Harshata leading again, 982. Garima, 949. Rohit, come down to 4. Akshay has taken you. Well done, Akshay. Vinita at 5. Anodima at 6. Well done, Harshita. Keep it up. Buck up, Rohit. Question 14 of 55. According to the legend or the tale of Nala Damayanti from the Indian mythology, which bird is known for its fidelity? Is it the common shelduck? Is it the ruddy shelduck? Is it the grey-lag goose? So, which bird is it that is known for its fidelity? Is it the common teal? Another case where the largest number of people have got it wrong. It is not the grey goose. It's the ruddy shelduck, which is known as surkhab because of the color in Hindi, also known as the chakwa chakwi, is known as the Brahmani duck, it's called the ruddy shelduck, but mostly to do with the colors. It is the ruddy shelduck and not the grey-lag goose. Let's have a look at the leadership board. Harshita holding on. Rohit comes up to 3. Garima is at 2. Vinita at 4. So people more or less holding. Rohit is going up, coming down. Garima and Harshita are still leading with a fairly good lead. Sweetal is at 6. Question 15 of 55. The Gandhar Barunda, I might have got the spelling or the pronunciation wrong. Some people call it the Gandhar Barunda, or the double-headed eagle, like the Germans, is a symbol of which erstwhile Indian state? Is it Mysore? Is it Travancore? Is it Bikaner? The double-headed eagle. Correct? 417 have got it round. It is indeed the double-headed eagle of the Mysore state. Harshita, Garima, Rohit, everything remains more or less the same. Akshay, Sweden is now 5, Vinita 6. Are they still at 7? Udayaman 8 after leading for a long time. Durgesh 10 again being among after the top 5. We have time to change this around. Plenty of time. Be cool and play the game as it ought to be. Fabulous stuff. Well done. Mammals is the new round number 3. Now the questions will be on mammals. Question 16 of 55. Which endangered Indian mammal is also called the firefox? Which endangered Indian mammal is also called the firefox? Is it the red panda? Is it the Malabar giant? Is it the desert fox? Well done. A lot of you, lots of you said the red panda and got it correct. It's one of the most wonderful animals in India from the northeast or from North Bengal, from Sikkim is a very good place to see it. Highly hunted, highly endangered. And if you see it, you're indeed very, very lucky. R. Garima, you have slipped. Rohit has made it back to 2. Harshita leads. Akshay is there at 4. And Adesh is at 6. So things are moving. Sweetle is at 5. Things are moving. Well done. The gaps are not very, very large. Let's keep it moving all the time. Well done. Question number 17. What is the national aquatic animal, aquatic from water, from aqua of India? Is it the river dolphin? Is it a spinner dolphin? Is it a bottlenose? Or is it the dugong, also known as the seahorse? Which is the national aquatic animal of India? Well done. Most of you got it right. Most of you got it right. It is indeed the Gangetic or the Indian river dolphin, the old print. This is from Hardwick. Answer, the river dolphin. You have the Ganges river dolphin and the subspecies, the Indus river dolphin. The Indus dolphin turned up in Harike a couple of years back. So it's around. It's called CC in India. Being killed, not as easily seen as we saw it again, is the Indian or the Asiatic river dolphin. Good. Garima number 3, Harshita holds, Rohit 2, Akshay Surendra comes up at 4, and Udayaman Shukla at 6. Adesh, where are you? Akshay Surendra, well done. Question 18 of 55. Which is the world's only venomous or poisonous primate that is also found in our land of India? Which is the world's only venomous primate that is found in India? Is it the huluk? Is it the slow loris? Is it the capped langur? Or is it the slender loris? Very good. Most people got it right. It is indeed the slow loris. Slowly, Kavi. Most people got it right. It is the slow loris, which is a primate found in northeast and east and northeast India. The slow loris. There are 2 lorises, slender loris and the slow loris in India. And this is indeed the slow loris, which is a small, minute mammal often trapped and kept as pets in people's home, which is completely illegal. Prizes, please. Rohit makes it on top. What happened, Harshita? Akshay makes it to 2. Well done, Akshay. Well done. Well done. Rohit takes a lead. Very slender. Harshita at number 3. Garima at number 4. Sweeto at number 5. The leads are very, very narrow and can change all the time. As you have seen, it's been happening in the past. Well done. We got some more questions, then we'll review the whole lot. Question 19 of 55. Which monkey was discovered by an Anglo-Indian tea planter called EPG in Assam? Was it the cat? Was it the friars? Was it the golden langur? Or was it the Assamese macaque? Which monkey was discovered by Anglo-Indian tea planter called EPG, who wrote a book called Wildlife of India? Well done. Most people got it right. The golden langur found near the Manas River in the Laukhawa area of Assam, sort of restricted more or less to the same area. Virulent gold, beautiful, and only discovered, I think, in the early 50s. It used to be Presbytus GI. Now they changed the name, something else. They keep changing Latin names. But named after EPG, Edward Pritchard G., the famous tea planter from Assam. Leaderboard. Rohit maintains his lead. Very, very slender lead. Harshita now down to 3. Akshay, well done. Up to 2. Garima holding at 4. And everybody else holding their position. The difference between Rohit and Akshay is very little. So it can change. Harshita, come on, buck up. And Garima, you've been at number 4 for a long time. Let's see some movement upwards. And same with Sweeto. Well done. Which Indian mammal has the stickiest saliva? Not a very nice question, but it's which Indian mammal has the stickiest saliva? Is it the Himalayan black bear? Is it the red panda? Is it the sloth bear? 7 seconds are remaining. Time's up. And it is indeed, what is it? Is the pangolin. We have 2 different kinds of pangolins in India. The Indian and the Chinese are very difficult to make anything apart other than the location. But it's the pangolin now killed for its scales. I mean, they think of anything to kill animals. First it was flesh or claws. Now it's the scales of the pangolin. And it's the Indian pangolin which is being hunted. The Chinese pangolin is hunted by the sackful just for its, because of some mistaken view that the scales can be aphrodisiac or medicinal in view. Very, very sad. Let's see. Leaderboard. Rohit maintains his, in fact, has increased his lead. Harshita back at number 2, Akshay at number 3, Garima holding on 4th. Udayaman Shukla makes it at 6 and Sweetles at 5. Come on, let's see some movement. Dethroned Rohit. He's been at it for a long time on the top or among the top 2. Akshay Surendra, this is your scope. This is on amphibians and reptiles. So these are a new set of questions that are coming up. This is 21 of 55. The cane turtle of the Western Ghats is named after the first woman herpetologist of India. What is her name? Was it Suprabha? Was it Uma? Was it Vijaya? Well done. This is a very tight, it's a tight race, very tight race. And it's J. Vijaya, who actually the cane turtle was named after, of the Western Ghats. Here you can see her holding it. So let's clap for her. Garima makes it on top. And Garima makes it on top, and we have Akshay and Surendra number 2, Garima 3, Sweetle 4, Harshita 4, 5, whatever 6. This is I don't know why we are doing all of this. You should move up and down on your own account. Garima, you moved up to 3, which is very, very good. And Harshita, you come down to 5, so better buck up. Udayman at 6. Interesting results. 22 of 55, we are almost halfway there, but not quite. Which species of gecko found in Assam in Northeast India can bark and bite like a dog? Is it the Assam day gecko? Is it the tokay? Is it the bark gecko? Is it any other gecko? It can bark like a dog and bite like one too. How have we got it? It's the tokay gecko. A lot of you got it right. Beautiful, beautiful reptile. And when you go to Assam, you can hear it all throughout the day. It's a lovely looking one with spots. It sort of has different colors, but the tokay is there. Leadership, Rohit holding on. Akshay Surendra number 2. Sweetle, well done. Up to number 3. Harshita 4. Garima down to 5. And we have MS Ram. MS Ram, who has made an entry. Udayman at 7. Adesh down to 8. Chandrasekhar down to 9. And Sameer, Durgesh down to 11. This is not nice. Pritha down to 13. She came second last time. Jaydev Singh 14 and Adhiraj Kar 15. Kartika Dhukia 17. Desh Shah 16. And Sumed 18. And Usha now down to 19 from leading on the top 5. Come on, Usha. Well done, all of you. We are only halfway there, so don't worry, we have plenty of time. And I'm sure you can make up. Question 23 of 55. The largest lizard in India is also the second largest living lizard in the world, next only to the Komodo dragon of Indonesia. Name it. Is it the Bengal monitor? Is it the yellow monitor? Is it the desert monitor? Or is it the water monitor? All very closely the same, related. Bengal monitor, most people said, 383 said, is actually the water monitor, which is a very close cousin. It's a difficult question because they all look the same more or less, but it's actually the water monitor, which is the largest of these large monitors. Leaderboard. Rohit holds on, in fact, has increased by 100. Its lead. Akshay Surendra 2, Garima 3, Akshay Sweetle 2, Harshita 5 is nice to see your name. And Ram is nice to see your name still there. Lovely. It's getting closer and closer. Question 24 of 55. The longest snake in the world is also found in India. Please name it. Is it the Indian python? Is it the reticulated python? Is it the green anaconda or is it the king cobra? I am very, very close. Both of you are very, very close. The answer, unfortunately, which is very close, is not the king cobra, but the reticulated python. Is one of the forms of python. The reticulation on his skin gives it away. It's not the king cobra, but it is actually indeed the reticulated python. There are many pythons, Burmese python, things like that, but it's a reticulated python, which is a lovely picture you see here, and which is the longest name. Can we see the leadership numbers, please? Rohit holding on quite well by almost 112 points. Tweedle is number 2. Well done. Akshay is 3. Ram's gone up to 4. Lovely to see Adesh back and Samir Bakshi back. So Samir makes it on the top 6. Adesh from 13, 14, 11, 12 has come up to 5. Keep it up, and very, very good work going on. I'm really enjoying this quiz. I'm sure you are. Question 25 of 55. Which species of Indian frog is found alongside the black scorpions in an association that appears to be based upon the frog's need for it? Is it the black torrent frog? Think about it. It's the black torrent frog, it says. How many people have this thing? 1 minute. I have a little problem with this. If 313 people, Kavi, have said that the black torrent frog, and only 142 has said the variable rapid, so how come that's not first?
No, because this is showing what's the correct answer. So only 142 people gave the correct answer, which
is... I see. So the other 313 gave the wrong answers. You're quite right. Yeah. Well done. Is a variable Ramanella, which is the frog. Well done. So more people got it wrong than they got it right. Only 142 got it right.
Yeah.
My fault. Rohit, did you get it right? You must have been holding that position. Tweedle, you too. Akshay, Surendra, Ram. Durgesh has made a very good welcome comeback. And the gap is not very much. It's only 100 points. It's a question of 1 or 2 questions. That's it, really. Shall we go to the next one? Which species of Indian frog from the southern Western Ghats has a call which sounds like an Indian scimitar babbler, the bird? There's the white-browed scimitar babbler and there is the Indian scimitar babbler, but it sounds like the Indian scimitar babbler. This is a difficult question because it is in Latin. Which one is the right? Gattiferous asterops. 207 people got it right, though more people said 248. There you are. This is the frog. And it sounds like the Indian scimitar babbler. Rohit holding on. The gap between Sridhar and Rohit has increased. Akshay Surendra 3, Ram 4, Durgesh 5, and Garima back at 6. The false cobra, which is indeed the large-eyed bamboo snake of Arunachal, belongs to which family of snakes? Is it kraits? Is it pit vipers? Is it cat snakes? Or is it keelbacks? The false cobra or large-eyed bamboo snake? Which family? Everybody more or less has said quite rightly that it is indeed. No, actually more people got it wrong. It's the keelbacks. 212 people said it was cat snakes. It's actually the keelbacks. Difficult question, very, very difficult question. Rohit holds on. Sweden number 2, Akshay Surinder 3, Ram 4, Adesh 5, Samir Bakshi 6. The gap is about 100 pounds, 1 or 2 questions only, so don't worry too much about it. You can this thing can change any point when we get slightly more tougher questions. Who wrote the popular book, a popular treatise on the common Indian snakes? Was it Bedome? Was it Frank Wall? Was it Joseph? Was it Patrick Russell? Who wrote the popular book? Was it John Frere? A popular treatise. Most people have said it was Patrick Russell because he's possibly the most famous of all the herpetologists. It was actually Sir Frank Wall, who has 5 different species of snakes named after him, or reptiles named after him, who actually wrote the popular treatise. Sir Frank Wall, one of India's 2 greatest herpetologists. Rohit increases his by 200 points, Sweedle 2, Ram 4, Pritha. So nice to see her make a comeback at 6. They're all very fond of snakes, I know that. Durgesh is at 8. So Tanmoy Bhomik is at number 10. David Raju, good to see you, David. Congratulations on your new book. That's coming. He's number 15. Vijay Ramnath, 14. Chandrasekhar, 13. Garima takes a toss and comes down to 12. Harshita also takes a toss, comes down to 11. Tanmay Bhomik doing very well at 10. Divya at 17. Manav 16. Sumed at 18. And Desha. These people were there among the top 10 and they've all slipped. But we have a long, long time before we can. The final results are declared and you can all make up. Thank you, Kavi. Round 4 is on flora, plants, flora, Phool Patti. Question 29 of 55. Gram for gram, which means given all things being equal, which tree gives fruit or leaves that have thrice the amount of iron found in spinach and calcium equal to 4 glasses of milk? Is it a banana? Is it a mulberry? Is it a neem? Or is it sanjan or drumsticks? Wild tree. Well, everybody seems to have swept it. 464 people said that it was the drumstick, the Moringa oleifera, which is correct. And it is a beautiful, healthy tree. This is a lovely painting of the Moringa or Sanjan or drumstick, as you call it. Very popular in sambar and other sabjis. Raita is made of its flowers. It's indeed the drumstick or the Sanjan. Results, Rohit is maintaining his lead, in fact, increasing it. Otherwise, Durgesh comes at 6, Adesh is at 4, Akshay Surrender at 3, and Sweeto at 2, Rohin number 1. You can, all of you can catch up with the others anytime. 30 or 55, we're past the halfway mark. The earthy, woody, warm smell of which Indian plant is the basis of some of the world's best and most expensive perfumes? Is it vetiver? Is it tulsi? Is it lemongrass? Or is it lemon balm? Very interesting. Neck to neck. Vetiver, which is khas and is correct, is 317, and lemongrass at 315. It's actually the vetiver or the khas, which is what we are talking about. Leaderboard, Rohit is there. He's dropped his lead. Akshay Surinder at 1906, Adesh at 4, Ram, CMS Ram at 5, and Durgesh at 6. $31 or 55. Look at your phones, please. Which plant originating from Latin America was introduced to India for its ornamental value by the British in 1807? Was it the rosemary? Was it the lantana? Was it the hibiscus? Or was it the trichoma? Simple question. Well, as expected, most of you, 355 people said it was the lantana, which was introduced as an ornamental plant. But a lot of you also said the others almost got an equal footing. And it's the lantana, which is now found in many colors and grows wild. And tigers have started breeding in the lantana. So the lantana it is. Rohit holding on to his lead, much narrowed down by Sweenal, Akshay, Adesh, MS Ram, and Durgesh. The gaps are very, very slow. The battle is very, very tight at the top. Anybody can move anytime. Harshita has dropped low. Pritha has dropped low, which I am unhappy about. They should be coming up. Garima has dropped. While they're all in the top 10, but they have, and so has Vijay Ramnath. Aspirin is obtained from the bark of which tree? Is it the cedar? Is it the palm? Is it teak? Or is it the willow? Aspirin for your headaches is obtained from the bark of which tree? Time's up. Most of you got it right. It is indeed the willow. Some people did say teak. Most people, also a lot of people say cedar, but it is 373 people got the right answer of the willow. You get willows in many forms. This is the weeping willow. You get the cricketing willow, salix, but it's basically the generic willow that provides whose bark provides the aspirin medicine. Leadership, Rohit holding on, Sweden 2, Akshay Surendra 3, MS Ram 4, Adesh 5, Durgesh 6. So they are changing, but we haven't been able to, the top still leads. We haven't been able to dethrone Rohit yet. Keep trying, and Rohit will continue to keep his position. Fiddle, you're a couple of questions short, so keep at it. Thank you. Question 33 of 55. Nepenthes, Nepenthes khasiana is a plant, as a kind of plant found in northeast India. What kind of plant is it? Is it a pitcher? Is it an orchid? Is it an ivy? Or is it an aloe vera? You have 10 seconds remaining. Nepenthes khasiana. It is indeed, while most people got right, it is the pitcher plant. You have many kinds of pitcher plants, but the khasiana is a kind. This photograph again is a representative one of the pitcher plant, but it is indeed a pitcher plant. One of the most fascinating carnivorous plants ever found in India. You can start getting them from central Uttaranchal onwards, eastwards. And insects fall in it, get stuck, and then they become part of the food of the pitcher plant. Well done. Leaderboard. Rohit holding on, Sweetle, not much change, I see. In fact, is there any change? Not very much. So let's get some movement going, people. People who are on the top 20 should now really, this is the opportunity to come up. 34 or 55. The floral part that produces the pollen grains is it the petal, is it the sepal, is it the anther, or is it the ovary? The floral part that produces the pollen. Amazing. How many of you studied botany? Is fantastic. Fantastic. 560 people got it right and said it's the anther. I've never seen another answer which, where the difference is so much. That's amazing. Rohit leads. It's the same. We've got over 1,000 players because people have moved on now to other forms, like the websites of our partners. Adesh 5, well done. This is on insects. These are questions on insects. What is the study of insects known as? What is the study of insects known as? Is it entomology? Is it etymology? Is it anthropology? Or is it osteology? 13 seconds. What is the study of insects known as? Very, very easy. It is, again, everybody's got it right. Everybody's got it right. It's called entomology. Etymology is the study of words. Well done. 601. Huge gap. Well done. Rohit leading by just over 100. Adesh, Durgesh, Ram, Akshay Sundar, Sweet. It's the same gang. Come on, people from there. Come on. Udayman, Garima, Tanmoy, Manav, come on. Challenge the top. There are hardly any points ahead of you. It's a very, very tight game. Very tight game. Question 36 of 55. A new species of moth, I don't know how to pronounce it, Elsisma zeroensis, was discovered in Arunachal Pradesh in 2017. What is the English name of this moth? Is it the Idu glory? Is it the Apatani glory? Is it the Mompa glory? Is it the Sharpen? These are names of tribes from the northeast. Is it easy to figure out? Just but. A lot of people are saying Mompa. Some people did say Idu. Some people say Shadupen. So you can see that it's the name, but it is actually the Apatani glory, which was first thought to be a butterfly. When this guy took a picture, he kept it in his trunk for 5 years. Some friends came, they thought it was a butterfly. Later, they discovered it was a moth. So it is the Apatani glory, which is a wonderful moth. And Apatanis, as you know, is one of the tribes from the northeast. Rohit, Fiddle, Akshay Surendra, Adesh at 4, Durgesh, MS Ram. Minor changes, but the top 5 players are almost the same. Question 37 of 55. What is a large salmon Arab? It's not a horse. Is it a firefly, damselfly, butterfly, dragonfly? A large salmon Arab. 7 seconds remaining. What is it? "391 people said it's a butterfly, and they said it rightly. Some people thought it was a damselfly, but it's a butterfly. The large salmon Arab. Leaderboard. Rohit maintaining, Swirl, Akshay Surendra, Adesh, Durgesh, Ram. Again, everybody's, it's 6 people who are on the top 6. We need to see movement there. We need to see more people coming in. And let's get to question 38. Which pest can eat its own weight in food daily and is considered to be very, very destructive? Fall armyworm, brown peach aphid, desert locust, or cutworms? Difficult question, but 5 seconds remaining. Time's up. It is indeed the desert locust, which can eat its own weight every day. And a lot of you have got it right. 559. Well done. Here's the desert locust. Some swarms came into India quite recently. Again, more or less the same. Adesh try and move up, Akshay try and move up, Sweetie and Rohit have held on to their positions for a long, long time. Sumedh, come on. Harshita, you're down to 9. Try and move up. Pritha, 7. Ram, you're down to 6. Let's keep it going. Let's see movement around these parts, because after some time we will stop showing you these and I'll give you 150 points per question. But there'll be no leadership board for you to see. This is Billy Arjun Singh. This is on famous naturalists and conservationists. There's Billy with Harriet, I think, or Prince. Which Indian emperor formulated the laws for wildlife conservation in India? Very, very, very easy. I expect all of you to get 100%. Was it Jahangir, Akbar, Ashoka, or Shah Jahan? So easy. Unexpected, most of you got it right, but not in the margins that I thought. A lot of people still thought Akbar. Akbar actually had very little wildlife laws. It was Ashoka. Only half of you got it right, or slightly above half. It was Ashoka, the great Indian emperor. After his big battle, he started wildlife laws. He became a pacifist. Before that, he was quite a cruel man who killed a lot of people. Leadership board, Rohit leads. Very interesting. Swedel has caught up. She has only 30 points. Pritham makes a first entry, not a first entry, makes an entry into the top 6. Well done. Uh, well done. It's, even if you don't get the first prize, you'll get other prizes, the 50 plus prizes. All lovely. Question 40 or 45. We're coming to 2/3 of it. Which famous naturalist, after whom the state animal of two Indian states is named, died after he was laid low by a rhino attack in Bihar? Was it Linnaeus? Was it Duchel? Was it Jordan? Or was it Edward Blythe? Who was it? Well, it was Alfred Duchel. There's the river Laffan, who's called Duvacelli, named after him, or the swamp deer, which is also named after him. Alfred Duvassel. He got hit by a rhino and was laid low for quite some time. Not a difficult question. Leaderboard. Changes. Rohit, you have been unseated. Pritha, you still have said, well done, Sweetle. Well done. Rohit, your gap is very little. You can still make up. Pritha down to 6. Ram down to 7. Harshita to 8. Vijay, Ramnath 9. And Sumit at 10. The gaps are not very big. 41 or 55. Which ornithologist was the author of The Grammatical Structure of the Whole Language, which was published by the Asiatic Society of Bengal? Who was it Hume? Was it T.C. Jordan? Was it W.T. Blandford? Or was it Samuel Tickle? Who wrote this book? It's nothing to do with birds. It's a grammatical structure of the whole language. Most people said it was Hume. It wasn't Hume. It was Samuel Tickle from Odisha, who was born in Cuttack and brought up and married in Cuttack. One of India's finest naturalists, unsung. Unfortunately, he lost his eyesight, so he couldn't finish the various books he was working on. But it was Samuel R. Tickle, Colonel of Cuttack. Sweetle, very small gap between Rohit, Akshay, Durgesh, Adesh, Pritha. Anybody interested would have got this correct. Interested in the history of birds in India. Question 42 of 55. Established in 1936, after whom was India's first national park originally named? Was it Ibbotson? Was it Ramsay? Was it Haley? Or was it Champion? India's first national park. 11 seconds remaining. Very, very easy. It went through many name changes, but after whom was it first named? Correct. Lord Malcolm Haley, the Corbett National Park. A lot of you actually said Ramsay. A lot of you said Ramsay. It was Haley, after whom the Corbett National, what is now known as the Corbett National Park name, was named after. It was called the Haley National Park. He was the Governor General of the United Provinces. And here's his photograph. Leaderboard. Sweetle leading. Rohit number 2, Akshay 3, Durgesh 4, Adesh 5, Pritha 6. Prizes for all of you, prizes in fact for the top 50. So Harshita makes a welcome 7, Pritha 6, but let's see some movement. Do your best. Who wrote the book, Birds of an Indian Garden? Who wrote? Was it Fletcher in English? Was it English and Sterndale? Was it Common and Stuart Baker? Was it Zafar Fateh Ali and Tara? Who wrote the book, Birds of an Indian Garden? It was Fletcher in English. Lots of you actually came down very close who said Zafar Fateh and Tara Gandhi. They didn't. It was Fletcher and it was Brainwaves Fletcher and CM English. He was the last man to see the pink-headed duck in India, 1936. It's a lovely book. If you read it, it says that if you see a common hawk cuckoo, take out your .22 and kill it because it will drive you mad with its brain fever call. Those days you could do it. So T.B. Fletcher and C.M. English are the people who wrote Birds of the Indian Garden. A lot of you knew it. Sweeto, 100 points. Akshay Surinder, Adesh Durgesh, Vijay Ramnath. Lovely to welcome you in the top 6. Keep it up. We want as many different people to win as possible. Pritha and Harshita, you're still on the 7, 8. Not good enough for all of you. You're so good. Udayman, nice to see you at 10, but make an effort to go up. 44 or 55. Which of the following tigers shot by Jim Corbett was a man-eater? Was it the People Pani? Was it the Thak? Was it the Bachel of Pawalgarh? And was it the temple tiger? Not all tigers he shot were man-eaters. But in this case, which of them was a man-eater? A lot of you have said the Bachel of Pawalgarh. Actually strong. It was the Thak. The Thak was a man-eating tiger. The others were cattle lifters. So the Thak was a man-eater. Let's see, it's more or less the same. Vijay Ramnath is at 6. This is a very confusing question. That not all tigers shot by Corbett were man-eaters. In this case, the Thak was a man-eater. Fascinating reading, Man-Eaters of Kumar. Which Dutch governor edited Hortus Indicus Malabaricus? Is the first book written on plants. Was it Hendrik van Rij? Was it Per Andre, the Soufre d'Assad, or was it Mark Rutte, or was it Patrice, the Compagnon? Which Dutch governor wrote Hortus Indicus Malabaricus, which means the Garden of Malabar? This is very interesting because it was indeed a Hendrik van Rij. Those who put the other names, I thought of these names myself. This was the first pre-colonial book written on plant life of the Malabar, one of the most significant books, and certainly the earliest ever written. So it was Hendrik van Rij, Governor General, based in Cochin. Leaderboard, more or less the same. More or less the same. It's time to dethrone a lot of people. You all will get prizes. So don't worry too much on prizes. But very, very good work going on. Well done, all of you. This is round 8, the great Salim Ali. Kavi, did you want to add anything on this?
Yeah, so let's do one thing, Bikram. Before we move to this round, let's just look at the leaderboard again.
Yeah.
We can just look at the top 50 people because after this, we are going to hide the leaderboard till the final results are announced.
Fine. So it's Sweeto on number 1. Would you go back a little? All right, doesn't matter. Sweeto, Rohit number 2, Akshay 3, Adesh 4, Durgesh 5, and the top 6 is Vijay, is 6. I can't read out all of them.
Yeah, but we can just show them for like a couple of
7,
seconds.
Divya is on 8, Udayman is on 9, and I'll finish at 10, MS Ram. Harshita 11 because I have it on the screen, and Kumar Shivam is on 12.
Yeah, and
So
I'll just display the rest for like
you
2 seconds
display the
wait,
rest.
so everyone can just take a look.
Where's Garima disappeared? She's down to 19.
Yep.
So where's the 18? They all these guys were right up there.
Rajneesh is at 24.
Rajneesh 24. David Raja 28. Come on, David. Tarun Menon 32. Imran 37. Gillian Alice Wright 42. Usha 46. All of you were on top. What happened to all of you? Come on. How many questions do we have left?
We have 10 questions left now.
We have 10 questions, and if I'm right, Kavi, these get 150 points each, don't they?
Yes. Now, all the 10 questions are going to be about Salim Ali. And since this is the Salim Ali Nature Quiz, all the questions are bonus questions with a maximum of 150 points that can be earned.
As opposed to 100?
Yes.
Okay. And no leaderboards?
No leaderboards till the final results are shown.
Okay.
10 questions. And some of them are really easy. So it's a good opportunity to make up points. Okay, here goes the final round.
Goes. Question 46 of 55, the last 10. Which bird triggered Dr. Salim Ali's interest in birds? Very, very, very simple. House sparrow, yellow-throated sparrow, house bunting, red-headed bunting. If you don't know this, you should start reading a Salim Ali again. Kavi, just as I expected, it's the right answer, yellow-throated sparrow, the chestnut-shouldered petronia. But I'm surprised that 245 people actually said house sparrow. It's not the house sparrow, it's the yellow-throated sparrow. A lot of people call it the petronia. Question 47 of 55. To whom at the BNHS did Dr. Salim Ali show the specimen of the yellow-throated sparrow? This is a question that follows from the other one that he had collected at the BNHS. To whom? Was it Prater? Was it Tickle? Was it Hume? Or was it to Millard? Who of these people did he show it to? He showed it indeed, as most of you say, to W.S. Millard, who happened to be there at the time. And he's another one who actually gave a lot of encouragement to Salim Ali. W.S. Millard is the right question. We are not showing you the leadership boards. It's 150 points per question. So things, fortunes are changing, but we don't know it yet. Next, please. Question 48 of 55. Fastest finger first. The title of Salim Ali's autobiography is inspired from which famous author's work? Was it Shakespeare? Was it Wordsworth? Was it Dickens? Or was it indeed Keith? The Fall of a Sparrow. So easy. Not that easy, it seems. It was William Shakespeare. It wasn't Wordsworth. It wasn't Dickens. It wasn't Keats. And strangely, very few people got it wrong. William Shakespeare, one of the world's greatest poets and playwrights. William Shakespeare. And those of you who know the whole word can actually email me or direct message me later with the correct one, which I won't reveal now, with the full sentence. Very few questions left, 49 or 55, 6 left. The subspecies of which Indian bird is named after Dr. Salim Ali's wife, Tehmina? Tell me, was it heart spotted? Was it black round? Was it Indian robin or the red-headed trogon? The subspecies of which Indian bird is named after Tehmina, Salim Ali, the wife of the great doctor? Yep. Well done, but the answers are quite divided, I must say. I mean, everybody has thought more or less. It's the black-rumped flameback, Tehmine as it is called. Dinopium bengalensis Tehmine. But a lot of you got more or less, correct with very few points in between. For those who got this one correct, congratulations, well done. 150 points. We still don't know who's leading. Who did Salim Ali consider his guru? Was it Menes Haydn, the spy, John Audubon, the great American ornithology, Sidney Ripley, his partner, or was it Irving Stresemann? Who was Salim Ali consider his guru? Well, correct. Irving Stresemann, the German ornithologist. 308 of you got it wrong. Got it right? And here he is. The great ornithologist Stresemann is everybody's guru and certainly was Salim Ali's. One generation, half a generation older. Question 51 or 55. What name did Dr. Salim Ali give to his small Austin 7 car? Was it Jane, Mary, Betty, or Elizabeth? This is what he called his car. What did it call it? Jane, Mary, Betty, Elizabeth. He took it all over the world. Well, very few people got it right. 338 of you got it wrong. 154 who said Elizabeth got it wrong. It was actually Jane, and only 126 of you got it right. I'm very surprised. It's a simple question. See, he's taken it everywhere. Hunting blackbuck in Gujarat. 52, 3 questions left, 3 or 4 questions left. Which South Asian businessman was one of Dr. Salim Ali's greatest patrons? Was it Kim Chua Lim, Lee Kia Khe, Lo Kwan Tho, or Yong Dong Lee? Well, a lot of you people said Yong Ding Lee. Yong Ding Lee is a contemporary author, who's a friend of mine. He got the largest number of listening. Kim Chim Lim and Lim Teng Kia are made up names by me. The real answer is Lo Kwan Tho, who was his great patron. He died in an air crash. He was a refugee from the Second World War, who refugeed in Singapore and other places of Malaysia. And he came to India, bought Salim Ali's first jeeps, gave him money, sponsored some of them, did some trips with him, and he wrote a book on Salim Ali as well, which is not very well known, but he wrote a book on birds where Salim Ali is one of the great heroes. Lo Van Tho, his sister, was a bird photographer. Christina Van Tho, sister or sister-in-law, I'm not very sure, but they used to take pictures. And he died in an air crash, unfortunately, very sad. I'm surprised that not all of you got it correct. 55 question 53. The subspecies of which of the Indian weavers is named after Dr. Salim Ali? The subspecies, remember, is it the baya, is it the black-breasted weaver, streak-twisted weaver, or fins? Subspecies, please. You know, it's the third question is correct. The Finns weaver, which is a communal breeder and the rarest of all of them, but more people have said baya and black-breasted baya. It's the real answer is Finns baya, which is also sometimes known as the yellow weaver now. Finns baya or the yellow weaver, found the most in the northeast, though there are some uh, uh, records of the greater family from Uttarakhand as well, the subspecies of the Finn baya. Plosius megarinchas, which means big bill, Salim Ali. 2 or 3 questions left, 54, 55, 2 questions left. The subspecies of which of the following Indian bush quails, don't look at the picture, is named after Dr. Salim Ali? Is it jungle bush quail, rock bush quail, Manipur bush quail, or the painted bush quail? Let me also add that the Manipur bush quail has not been seen recently or has never been photographed. So which of that is named? We're not talking photographs now. Do you agree with the answers, all of you? 263 of you said the rock bush quail, but 241 of you actually said the painted bush quail, and very few of you said the jungle bush quail. The right answer is the rock bush quail, named after Salim Ali. Here is the answer. Rock bush quail Perdicula argunda, Salim Ali. Here's a painting of from Strutt from Game Birds of India, I think. Kavi, are we coming to the last question?
This is the last one.
Who was the co-author of Dr. Salim Ali's 10-volume Handbook of the Birds of India and Pakistan? Was it Tickle? Was it Blythe? Was it Ripley? Was it Dewar? I've kept the easiest question for the last. 99% of you must and will get this question correct. Well, most of you did. Not 99% as I had thought, because 130 people also thought Tickle. Some thought Blythe, some thought Dewar, but it's Sidney Dillon Ripley, who was Salim Ali's partner in writing the 10-volume handbook. With that, we come to the end of a yet another fascinating this thing. I will leave it to Kavi to take it on from here. I will join in later. Thank you all for your participation. Winners will be announced shortly. Keep at it. I'm sure Nick and Kavi and the others might trade. Everybody has questions and comments to make, but I have. Will we do the next slide? Kavi, will you take it on?
Yeah, I think, Nick, do you want to just step in here? I think.
Yeah, it's not Tanvi. Tanvi online.
Tanvi?
Hi, everyone. So let me just introduce the team for you. We have the amazing Bikram Garewal, who is our grand quiz master, who you heard this whole time. He's a renowned author and ornithologist who has remarkable knowledge about the natural history of India. He's traveled far and wide looking for rare birds, and there's hardly a place he has not been to. In his spare time, he studies their historical significance. Nikhil Devasar, the founder of Delhi Bird Foundation, who, when he is not organizing quizzes, can be found either in the cold desert of Ladakh photographing birds or under the sea looking at butterfly fish. The other people who have worked on design and layout are Kavi Nanda, an avid birder who has been our quiz coordinator. He got interested in wildlife at an early age and eventually got bitten by the birding bug while exploring the forests in and around his hometown, Nainital. Maitri Sukumar, who actually was the winner of the last nature quiz, he has an amazing set of general knowledge. We had to quickly stamp him up so he probably wouldn't have taken the first prize again. He's usually found with his eyes on the sky and trees with binoculars always around his neck. And then finally, me, Tanvi Kumar, who is an environmental biology student and wildlife enthusiast. When I'm not daydreaming about fieldwork to save our precious wildlife, I'm intently focused into the viewfinder of my camera. The past few weeks, honestly, of planning have been so much fun, and I hope you all enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you all.
Tanvi, I can just want to add that without the help of Maitre, Tanvi, Kavi, Nikhil, I mean, we wouldn't be able to get anywhere. So don't underplay your role in this. And you know, people like Raju and Bitu and from the BNHS, they really all uh, chipped in and made this the success that I hope it is. But don't underplay yourselves. Your roles were absolutely brilliant.
Thank you so much.
And I hope that this will be the first or the second of several quizzes and other programs like such programs we'll continue to do in the future. And I hope it's worked out. But you know, people have been excited about it. Nick, do you want Bitu to talk
Yeah,
now?
I'll just say thanks, Tanvi, thanks, Bittu. That was really fantastic, and the players really played very well. A big thank you to all the participants. We are really overwhelmed by your love and support. And the winners, well done. We will see the winning winners very soon. A big thank you to Bittu Sehgal, the president of BNHS, for coming on board to collaborate and co-host this quiz with us. A big thank you to all our sponsors, Sanctuary Nature Foundation, WWF, WPSI, RSPB, DK India, Kolkata Birds, Early Bird, BirdLife International, Deccan Birders, and Zeiss India, who were so forthcoming in contributing the amazing prizes that are lined up for the first 50 participants, along with 25 wildcard entries. We would also like to do a special mention of the Wildlife Conservation Trust, who has very kindly sponsored the first prize of the Spotting Scope. Thank you to the entire team, and a huge thank you to all of you to being here today. I would now call the president of the BNHS, Bittu Sehgal, to come and announce the winner.
And Nick, just after that, Chris Bowden of RSPB would like to say a few words.
Sure.
Chris is standing by. So
we'll take Chris first, and then we'll take Bittu.
Chris, are you there?
Tanvi, can you get Chris on board?
Chris Bowden.
Yeah.
Chris needs to unmute.
Tanvi, can you unmute him?
Is Chris there?
Yes.
Yeah, he's there.
Can you hear?
No, you're breaking up, Chris. Chris, we lost you.
Let's give him 30 seconds. Otherwise, we'll get him back after Bitu.
No, Chris.
Can you hear me?
Chris, I think we can't hear you. Breaking up.
Okay, I'll get a different connection.
Yes.
Oh, now it's
Yes,
fine.
it's
We can
better
hear
now.
you
Okay.
Not really. No. I remember Chris was giving a talk for us for vultures some months ago, and he had the same issue. He kept moving his internet and dongle, and he kept moving around with it.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's there. Otherwise, let him come in after Bitu.
Okay, Bittu, we're over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very short. On behalf of the BNHS, to the entire birding community and the natural history community in India, thank you. We have to unite. Beyond your comprehension, we have to unite because the Indian subcontinent's ecosystems and its species are in grave danger. The BNHS has always been the foundation for conservation biology. With the RSPB, with BirdLife India, and with all these wonderful people who have participated, we look forward in the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years to building a community of young conservationists who can carry the baton forward The BNHS is not just going to be with you, it'll walk step by step. Our windows and doors are open, and we have a wonderful, wonderful agenda ahead of us. It's not just one to save the tiger behind me or the birds and animals that you've looked at now. It's actually something that's going to determine the future of the people of the subcontinent and the world. So I'll leave it at that, Bikram. We've got a lot of work, and I would really, really urge birders, particularly those who are aware of the smaller habitats, to step up. The tiger's done its job for the last 50, 60 years. It's time now for the important bird areas, for the IBCN, for the BNHS, for Delhi Bird, for Kolkata Bird, for Pakshi Mitra, you name it. All of us have to get together. And thank you very much for organizing this, Bikram.
Thank you, pleasure.
You're wonderful.
On behalf of the team, thank you very, very much. Chris,
Yes.
would you like to say a few words?
Sure. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'm delighted to be with you. I'm Chris Bowden from the Royal Society Protection of Birds and coordinator of the Saving Asia's Vultures from Extinction, the SAVE consortium, of which BNHS and RSPB are the two very, very prominent members working together here for the last nearly 20 years, conserving vultures. I've thoroughly enjoyed the quiz. I've never participated in one of those before in the same way. Thoroughly enjoyed it, but really welcome the chance to say hello to everyone and also to be part of this Salim Ali event. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Bittu, will you give us a winner, Bittu?
Bittu? Has he gone somewhere?
Okay, fine. We get the winner. Kavi, we get the winner now.
Yeah, Kavi, you give
the prizes. These are just some of the many prizes that are up for grabs. Should I reveal the winner now?
So, yes, please.
Bittu, will you do it? Can you do it? Do you have the winner with you?
I don't have the winner with me, so
it'll get displayed when I click next.
All right.
Here goes.
Wow, so you want me
Wow,
Sweetle Courageous. Very well done. 4,016 points.
Yep, Sweetle comes first.
Congratulations.
Adesh came in second, Rohit is third, Vijay Ramnath fourth, Akshay Surendra fifth, Diya is sixth. We have Jaydev 7, Utyaman at 8, Pritha came 9th, and Kumar Shivam came 10th. I can just quickly scroll through the top 50 winners who will be receiving prizes, and then we'll have 25 wildcard prizes that we'll give to the two other people who participated. MS Ram came down to 18, Harshita is 17, both of them were in the top 6 earlier.
So was MS Ram on the top?
Yeah.
Pooja 27, very good.
David came 29th, Vinita 30th. They were also in the top 10 once upon a time.
Garima down to 40, not good.
And that's your top 50.
How does this work? They'll get prizes?
The prizes will be all announced, Bikram. We'll just do the next, and everyone in their phones will get their what number they've come to.
Yeah.
And we will be putting up all the entire list of all the prizes, all the winners, all 1,014 players on the website, tomorrow morning.
Very good.
Kavi?
One important point here for all the winners and all the participants in general is, after this quiz, we request you to please go to the Delhi Bird Foundation website, which is www.delhibirdfoundation.org. Over there, you'll get this green box where there's this submit button. If you click that, you will get a Google form wherein we will be asking your contact details, your name, your phone number, your address, and that's going to help us send your prizes to you. So this is a very important step. Till you do not fill this form up, we will not know where to send your prize. So please fill up this form, even if you're not in the top 50, because we're giving 25 wildcard prizes as well. Nick, over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Bittu. Thank you, Bikram. Thank you, Tanvi, Kavi, Maitreya. Great job. Thank you, everyone. And well played.
Thank you, guys. On behalf of the BNHS, let's do this again. Let's do more. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Good night and God bless.